everyone, Catweasel here, welcome to the channel. It's been a bit, it's been about a month, but we've been having some renovations done at Castle Catweasel. Had some, replaced the double glazing and stuff, and like it was just too much of a hassle to do anything, so I didn't. So there you are, so we're back now, episode whatever the hell we're on, can't remember. But what I do remember is, I think in this episode we were going to try and investigate where that woman who ambushed us, where she's hiding out. So we're going to try and do that. In the interim, I may have done a few bits and bobs around here. Yeah, I got some like first aid kits and stuff. And things like that. I've started stockpiling some water as well. But other than that, I may have done a few things to the base as well, but nothing too major. You know, just changing things around. You know what I am like. And let's make sure we've got plenty of food and water and what have you. That's still making water. We'll have another shrub nut. And I've got 4 waters with me. That should be enough. I'll just see if there's any water in our other conservatoire, which is around here. No, I used pretty much all the water in there as well. I think 4 will be fine. We're not going to be taking the sea weasel. We're going to leave that here. We've got to start looking for modules to sort of pop on the back of this, so we'll keep an eye out for those while we go looking for this mystery woman. Alright, let's just... I think I've put some stuff in the prawn suit. Let's just open the storage. Yeah, there's 2 waters in there, and I've got some nutrient blocks and first aid kits, which we may need if I can remember exactly what's going on with this woman. Come on, I want to repair it. There we go. All right, let's jump in. Actually remembered to set off my stopwatch as well, so hopefully this will be about an hour. So there's the last known position of the pilot, so we're just going to head that way. Also, there may be a body cache around here. There's also one of these loops. Go on. Oh, I've killed it. Blimey, that didn't take much, did it? Just gonna... I think I've actually scanned these guys. Yes, I have. So we'll just leave him to die in peace. You were warned, pal. You were warned. Bloody dickhead. Right, let's head off. There's all sorts of sharks and twaddle. Gonna try and go pretty deep here as well, because I want some kyanite and things like nickel and stuff like that. Problem is we're gonna have to be very careful. While there are some sharks and things that you can sort of, you know, you can fight them off, we probably go in an area that has got a huge leviathan in it, and we're gonna have to be very careful. Right, we've got to remember the correct way. Pilot last known positions this way. We'll go past the Mercury 2 on our way. I think that should be down here somewhere. Oh, and I think there's something else over here as well we can have a look at. Let's just get as close to this last known position as we can. I think there is another Altera lab around here somewhere. So this is the pilot's last known position. What normally flicks up though is something telling us that there's something interesting around here.
There is a large anomalous mass of rock that has broken away and risen above the surrounding terrain.
There we go. I think it's this here. So we're going to have a look at this. If we just go into here, have a look at our data bank and the map. Let's have a look at the map. It's this, Omega. I think the Omega, this is where we are now, where the cursor is. And I think the Omega lab is here, which is like just in front of us. So we're going to have a look at that first. There's one of those shark things that we're going to have to look out for. But generally you can fight them off, especially in the prawn suit. So what we're going to do is going to go down a bit here. There is a way in somewhere. Oh, stuff down here. Just have a look that shark isn't about. We'll be alright if we're in the actual prawn suit itself, but if we get out of the prawn suit, then we could be in a bit of bother if it turns up. What's this? An exosuit thermoreactor module fragment. One of the good things about where we are at the moment, I forget what the biome's actually called, but yeah, there's plenty of sea monkey nests, and you normally get a lot of what they're called, plants, whatever they are. Oh, hang on. Nickel ore, you little star. More. Want more nickel ore. Go away, get some. What a cutie pie. Something else to... Ooh, a lily pad root. Let's... Hang on, I was just... There it is. We'll have a look at that as well. Has he come back? Oi, you! Who's giving us the nickel? Where are you? Ooh, there's something else there. Ultra capacity tank. Could do with one of those as well. We need another one. But is he going to come back with some more? Hello? More nickel, please. Is that it there? Copper. What copper? What nickel? Oi! Sometimes he come back with some more, but obviously he's not going to do that. Curse him. Just come up here. What we'll try and find is this Omega lab. Is it through here? Might not be through here. But it's worth a look. There are some goodies around here though. So, is this? We're definitely making the ultra high capacity tank. We now have the blueprint. That's what they're called, not plans. They're called blueprints, Paul. Let's grab these. Rubies, we love rubies. The ultra high capacity tank is, I think it's the best tank that we can have, if I recall correctly, and now we've found it, which is brilliant. So even though I haven't found this lab thing that I was looking for, I think this is the way. Might try and find the lab on the way out. What we've got to look for down here is when we're looking for that woman, we're looking for those light sticks. She uses them to sort of like find a way about, find a way back to her base. Been here before, might have done. Just gonna have a quick there, see that light stick there? So this is the way we've got to go. And we'll find out who that woman was, who like hassled us that time on the island. So, let's just check whether we can scan any of these. No. No. I might have scanned some of these previously. Ooh. Copper. Nickel. Nickel, like last time. Clown. Yeah, so this is one of those light sticks. So all we've got to do is sort of follow these. So we'll do that. Ooh, what are these? Hive mind. So there we go. They're pretty funky, aren't they? I wonder if I can grow them. No. It really annoys me about this updated game. You can't grow half the stuff you used to be able to grow. You used to have yourself a nice funky little garden and it was lovely. And now you can have a little garden but it's not as nice. It bugs me. What are these? Exosuit thermal reactor module fragments! Get in! What's this? Is that a big lump of nickel? No, it's silver ore. Okay. Right, so that's a light stick. I think we can just go. There's another one over there. So we just follow these down, I think.
Didn't I tell you to stay away?
From what? I don't even know who you are.
Marguerite Maida's the name. You're on my turf.
Great.
Marguerite!
Can I come in and warm up?
What part of go away do you not understand, Altera?
I'm not with Altera.
Right. So this is a base. What a dump it is. Marguerite, if you remember, those of you who followed my first Subnautica playthrough of the original game, Marguerite was a member of the ship that crash landed here. Not our ship, an earlier ship that crash landed here. And she's like sort of a survival nut. So obviously she has managed to survive all this time. We thought originally that she'd just died. She got killed by a Reaper. But obviously not, because she's made of sterner stuff. Right, we're going to swim around here because I think there's some stuff that we can have a look at. Yes. Let's get this out as well. I think I've scanned these already. I have. Unfortunately, you haven't seen me scan these, but that's the way it goes. Ooh, a spy pengling fragment, which our sister was making. So she must have known our sister. Or she's just
New
nicked.
technology acquired.
She's just nicked one of her things. One of her spy penguins. Ooh, what's in here? Data box. Love it. Ooh, a water filtration suit, just like Dune. Like a still suit thing, I think. Except on a water planet, which is weird, but you know what I mean. I think that's all we need to find there. We'll leave that on here. We should be able to get in through our friend. Oh, customised prawn suit. That's what she was in when she ambushed us. Yep, here's her moon pool. I hate these legs. I hate having these legs. But she's sort of positioned it pretty well. As you know, I don't like the legs on them, so I try to avoid. I try to build them where the legs don't come out. What am I doing? Right. Let's go and find Marguerite. Don't think there's anything in here we can scan apart from her customised prawn suit. Let's have a look in here. What a dump. Look at it. Ah! That made you jump. I knew it was coming. But it made me jump when I didn't know it was coming when I first played it.
I told you to stay off my land.
You trained that thing?
Next time I'll let him tear you to ribbons, Altera.
I'm not with Altera. I'm Robin Ayu. I'm looking for information about my sister Sam. I think you might have crossed paths.
Bull crap.
Bullshit.
I suggest you take the time you need to come to your senses and then get off my sea base.
Chill out, lady.
If you're not Altera, why don't you disable that damn tracking satellite tower instead of barging into my sea base? Maybe Once Altera's off my back, I'll remember something about your sister. There's some junk on that table that might help. I couldn't get it to work.
Right, that tracking tower, that's the tower that's on the main base island that we've already been to. And remember, we looked at it and it said there were 2 people on the planet, and we knew that because we just bumped into Marguerite earlier. But this is why we have to go to the Mercury 2 at some point, because of this test override module fragment. And we need, let's just have a look at it. What will it be under? Not Marguerite. Tech, that's what it'll be under. Equipment. Oh, it's not on there. Whatever. Well, anyway, we'll have a look at it on the blueprint, shall we? Test override module. So this is, see the parallel processing unit? We found one of those when we had a look in the Mercury 2 last episode. I think we need a few of them. Yeah, we found one of them. We need to find another 2 or 3. That'll get us the blueprint. Once we have the blueprint, we can make one. And then, obviously, titanium, lead, and copper wire, dead easy to get those bits. And then we can actually put this onto that tracking tower and disable it. And once we've done that, then Marguerite will start chatting to us. The charmer that she is. Snow Fox fragment. We'll need this later on, so it's good to get that. We'll take these communication logs and things like that. Just check that there's nothing else. In fact, I think Tiddle's here. I think we can. It's much better to scan a tame one. We will bump into some wild ones. And as you can imagine, they're a bit harder to scan. This guy is a pussycat. Now, there's a lot more stuff in there, in through there, that we can scan. Fortunately, he's not going to let us in. We've got to do the thing with the test override module first, gain Marguerite's sort of grudging respect, and then we'll be able to get in there and scan a load more stuff. I think there's something we can pick up somewhere as well. There it is.
New technology acquired.
A sea truck perimeter upgrade thing. And, oh yes, glass dome. We can put glass dome onto our large rooms. I don't think I'm going to bother, but we could do that if we wanted. I suppose I might put it on the top one. We'll see. Right. Oh, I want to go out. There's nothing more in there. Now, it's going to get a little more dangerous now, because I want to try and get some kyanite and stuff.
Welcome aboard,
and it's going to be tricky, because it involves going down here. Down here, it's bad. So I'm probably going to save the game. The reason is, there's a good chance we will get munched upon. I'm going to try not to die. Ooh, diamond. Have that. Thank you. I'll also take some of these while we're here. So, I'm going to try not to die. What's that? Discus fish. Have I scanned one of those? I don't think I have. Where's Mr. Discus Fish gone? Where have you gone? Ooh, I haven't even scanned uranite. Mr. Discus Fish, where have you gone? I'm not going to eat you, I'm just going to scan you. Alright, we'll pick one up anyway. The reason for that is we can always put it. Eventually, I will make a lithium. Eventually, I will make a what's the word? An aquarium. Just pop all these little fellows in. There he was. He was hiding. We will come down here later. We'll have to come down here later. Normally when we come down later we'll just be, how can I put it, like rushing through. so you can avoid the massive Leviathan if you just rush through. However, what I'm trying to do at the moment is not rush through. I'm trying to find some things, which means loitering. Loitering is bad news. And I haven't saved this yet, have I? Right. I think we're still relatively safe here. So just going to save this. Right. So we can always come back to this point should I die. We can scan these jade things here. I think they're called jade, some or others. We can also scan these, but at the moment I'm just looking for a substance called kyanite. Right, I'm just going to go down here.
A Leviathan-class creature is near.
Yeah, no shit. Now, in here, is that magnetite? Yeah, could do with magnetite as well. This is why it's really good to come down here. Some more magnetite there. I think be relatively safe in this trench. Yeah. But here's magnetite. Definitely need magnetite. So if we can find, you know, a few more, that'd be great. That's kyanite. And we want this as well. So I'm looking to get sort of this sort of stuff without getting eaten is basically the plan. I've got to be very careful. And I've got to watch. Yeah, like that's going to be a load of good. Let's get rid of that. Right. See him? That's him there. Now, I think we're pretty safe in here. Fortunately. Okay. Now, if we're in a prawn suit, we can take a couple of hits from that guy. But if we're not in a prawn suit, you can just take one hit, and that's it. So we've got to be extremely careful. Let's just pick up this stuff. Wish there was an easier way to do it. Right, we'll put copper ore. We'll drop that. These can go in. Put that discus fish in. Why not? Okay. Triops. We actually scan the triops. Yes. Try again. Shove off, dickhead. Could do with the ultrasank as well, really. Now, I think by keeping to the right hand side, eventually we do run across some kyanite. But of course, I could be talking complete crap because it looks like I can't find any whatsoever. Because the other thing is, I don't want to get caught out down here and run out of air. There's one. Just pick this up. Get back. Away we came. Go, we're over there. 260. That's a bit of a way.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Shit.
Oxygen.
Just gonna make it. Shit. That was close, man. Right. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna press escape and save again. We're gonna have to venture out a bit. Just hope we can avoid this dick one. Come on! Right, keep running. Just gotta look for places where obviously we can't follow you. Right, I think under here might be okay. Get out, press 4, do some repairing. You see, it takes some massive chunks out of you. Piece of kyanite, groovy.
Seek fluid intake.
Will do. So let's get down here a bit. There's some more kyanite. Okay. Just gotta look for, places where you can sort of like park, as it were. Magnetite, yes. Yeah, this is not a place really to hang around. Later on, we will have to come down here, but it's not so bad when you just, barreling through. You just zoom through, do one, and get to where you're going, and it's not bad. You will get attacked a couple of times, but it's generally okay. Let's just scan one of these while we're here. Jade membrane, that's what they're called. We've got yet another kyanite here, which is brill. Don't particularly want to leave my cat suit either. The reason for that is, if you sort of leave it somewhere out in the open like this, and you're swimming around, and that Leviathan finds it, that Leviathan will just chomp it. And when you come back,
Welcome
you know,
aboard,
to get some
Captain.
oxygen, well, it's not there anymore. And then you're in deep doo-doo then, because you've got no chance of getting back. What's down here? Ah! Right, at some point we will have to go down there. The reason why I've very swiftly got up is it's over our 700 metre limit. Can I remember the way out?
You came within range of data that might help with the construction of a new storage medium. You must continue to investigate.
I would do, Alan, but I get crushed like an egg. So we're going to come back at a later date. So you just chill out, son. I'm going to pick up some kyanite, which means we will be able to construct another
Seek
depth
fluid
module.
intake immediately.
I forgot about the fluid intake. There you are. Chill out. I think we've got
Vital signs stabilizing.
plenty of kyanite now. Right, I think if we just keep climbing upwards, we should be okay. Gonna get out of here now. Found a bit of magnetite and some kyanite. Could do with some nickel as well. But I've got a plan for where some of that might be. Our main problem now is getting out of here. Can remember the way. And hopefully we don't get eaten on the way up. What I should have done is, and should we survive, what I should have done is dropped a beacon where Marguerite hangs out. I think it is this direction. And once we do that, it should be easier to find our way down here. Still keeping the eye open for magnetite. That's it. Yeah. That's lithium. I'll risk it for a biscuit because I think this is a torpedo arm. It is. More kyanite. Thank you. That's a propulsion arm. We've already got that. It is possible. Some more kyanite over there. I don't want to do famous last words here, but you see, if you keep moving, it's not too bad. I think we can get out, and you sort of give that dib-dob the slip. So I think we're going a different way out, but it doesn't matter. We can find Marguerite pretty easily. Just, yeah, that's my fault. What I should have done there is, obviously, I should have dropped a beacon, but I didn't. She'll be round there somewhere. And we've got to go back at some point. We'll find her and we'll drop a beacon then. Unless she's up this way. She might be through here, actually. She had a few of these around where she was sort of camped out, didn't she? This might be her up here. She might be up here. Yes. So we did find a way back. That's cool. Just gonna land on here. Come out. And I'm going to drop a beacon right here. Which I'm sure Marguerite will be really chuffed about. But what she doesn't know about won't hurt her. So, Maggie's Den. British viewers from back in the day will get that reference. And let's do one. On the way out, we'll try and find some more sea monkey nests. What we've definitely got to do is we've got to make an ultra high capacity tank. And I want to find the Omega Lab, which is in this direction, I think. Ooh, an egg. Have that. I don't know what it is. But, again, when we get an aquarium or an alien containment unit, check that out. Done that nest. So this is just the way out, I think. So we know the way to Marguerite's. Is that another high capacity tank? Forget these make you lose power. Going back, dickhead. No. I am going to have to go over here and quickly use my repair tool. Clown. Right, where was that sea monkey nest? I think we've got all the fragments for this, yes we have, but always good to check. Right, anything else in here? Yes. Are you going to be a pain? Or are you just going to swim out that way? Yeah, you keep going that direction, buddy. No, it's coming back. Hey, come on! Take it like a fish. Right, what was I going to look at? Here. Nope. God, I think there's another one around here.
Calorie intake recommended.
Go. Let's
Vital signs stabilizing.
Right, where was that other sea monkey nest? There it is. There's something here. Might have got this module. Oh, after all that, I already had it. Curse it. Curse it! Okay. Still got to find our way out. Go this way. Right, so we want a big floating thing to look at. Now, I think it might be across here. Just get on the top here. Now, around here, there's like a big floating lump, like that up there. Is that it? This might be it. Let's see if we can sort of get in it. Yes, I think this is it, because there's one of those alien cable things. I think there's a way of getting in here somehow. these guys are fine. In fact, if you get close to one, these are just like big humpback whale things. Have I already scanned them? No. They generally don't attack you, as you can see. So, woo! May as well scan them while we've got a chance. Oh, actually, while we're here, table coral, always useful. Take a couple of those. Right,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
don't mention it, dude. It's a pleasure. Right. Is it this one? But it's something like this. Ooh, there's a body cache down there. Exciting. Right. Go down there, check out this body cache. And then we'll try and find the... Yeah, because it looks like it's just straight down. So I'm going the right way. I think I am. Yes, right.
I believe if you search this area, you can find a component to help build my body.
Yes, I agree, because it's right below us, Alan. And unlike the last place, I don't think it's over 700 meters. And if I recall, I think I might be able to get some nickel from here, so it's well worth popping down. Oh, and this stuff's brilliant.
I
See that?
strongly sense my people's technology nearby.
All right,
A
all
body
right.
component is near.
Yes, down here. See these glowing things? I think we can make benzene from them. And there's something else we can plant as well. You know, I won't remember all this crap. But some things I just remember loads of stuff. Others I don't. But this I do. Young cotton and enemies. Right, just gonna... One of the few plants we can actually get some seeds off. So we'll take some of those. Put them in the back here. Should still have some room. We do. Just gonna drop the titanium. Don't really need it. How much? Oh, we've got 4 magnetite. That might be enough. Pop the last kind. Oh, I didn't want to drop that. Where's the kyanite gone? Or did I drop the kyanite? Yes, I did. There it is. So I'm going to pick that up. The flowering spore. Do a few of these as well. You can't plant them, but this is the place to come and get them. I'll pick up a few of these. Now I think there is. How much room have I got? I've got plenty of room left to get some nickel. I think. What are we on time? We've got about a quarter of an hour. We might be able to do this. Good plant. Yes, I think we've got to go through there. I think I took some damage, so let's do some repairing. Yes. Yeah, there's another one of them shark things down here that we've got to be careful of. And also, there are like these plants that come out of the ground to grab you. So I do suggest staying in your prawn suit. just saves a lot of grief. Then, if I was to swim over that, it'd just grab me, yeah, and cause me a load of hassle. But in your prawn suit, it's like, Take a bit of that, thank you, and I think that's nickel ore as well. I might have to make some room for it. Hang on. Far enough away from that plant, aren't I? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stuff. I'm going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, about 8 nickel should be enough. That's some more nickel down here. Yep. Have that as well. Bit of diamond, why not? Yeah, so all on our way down here, we're looking for nickel and perhaps bits of magnetite like that. I think they've changed the game slightly. There was never this much magnetite just knocking around. In fact, it was really difficult to find. The only way to sort of get your hands on it was, it was like in the ice, if you know what I mean. So this is, I think they've possibly changed it. Ooh, and if I remember correctly as well, there's some eggs down here we could do with getting. But nickel first, we can always come back. The other stuff. Yeah, like the eggs or something, they sort of they lay them in places like this. Those are a pain in the ass. In fact, I might kill one. I don't condone killing animals, but these guys, kill it, I can scan it. If you try and scan it without killing it, it sort of like mesmerises you, and you end up like drowning. So sorry, Mr. Lily Puzzler, you had to die in the interest of science. I think we've still got to go further down. See these little enemies? These some giant ones somewhere, like there, right in front of me. Let's scan that. The Grand caught an enemy. Back in here. Right. Sort of slightly coming away. Okay, it's the alien artifacts, so that probably means there's normally, when you're trying to find an artifact, there's normally you know, those green lights, so let's just keep an eye open for those. Just try this way. Take a bit more diamond. Perhaps it's this way. Try through here. That looks more like it. And yes, there we are. There's one of them green pillars. So we're going in the right direction. Take another diamond. Also, nickel. Oh, nickel. Don't get sidetracked by diamonds, Paul. Nickel is a boy's best friend. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Is that it? No, that is not it. So there should be some more down here. The other thing about nickel is, see, like uranite, look at it, and the kyanite stands out like dog's balls. Nickel is just like this grotty grey lump. It's really difficult to spot. Yeah, there's that clown. Give him some if he tries it on. There's that nickel there, I think it is. And now my inventory's full. Where's that clown? Move over here. This is why I should have been picking all the other crap up. Okay. I've got 3 lumps of it already. Another 5. Should be laughing. Oh, pick it up. One of them clowns again. Grabber plant or whatever it's called. I'm just going to look through here. Frazzled me. Get. But got punching before he did it. Ah, we're over it. We'll just go over here and do this while we're, you know, while we're about it. We've done pretty well. We haven't died, even though I saved. So things are looking groovy, man. Don't think we can walk through here from this. I'm gonna have to get out. But is there any nickel around here? Nickel, got any nickel? Can't see any. But we'll go in here. Right. So here we are. It's one of these architect places. It's like a little sunken garden, isn't it nice? Now, unfortunately, these ancient ornamental plants, we can't grow them. So if I do this, can't get seeds off them or anything. Which is boring. Bad move. In the original Subnautica game, you could grow these as well. All these, like your grub plants and your voxel shrubs and all the rest of it. In this game, no, you can't. It's just very poor. I used to like my little gardens. But basically this is a place of architect reflection. There's a very nice statue here, but I can't actually scan this one. I can scan the other one, can't scan this. Well, this is what we want. This is the architect component. And Alan's going to freak out in a minute.
This skeleton is very dense, able to handle heavy forces. A good frame for my new form.
Are you okay, Alan?
It is not often that I gaze upon the form of a fallen architect.
Is this place another sort of sanctuary? It's peaceful. Beautiful, even.
As the bacterium spread, the continuation of life became uncertain. This is a place to reflect.
I think I understand.
Look at that skeleton. Yeah. You know, you just look at stuff like this and you just think, are we sure we want to build him a body? You know what I mean? It's going to be one tough son of a bitch. Right, so we'll come out here. But at least we found one blueprint for his body. She's fan-dabby-nosy. Now what we're going to do, what time are we on? We've got about 5 minutes up to the hour. We'll probably go over an hour here. But, you know, we're having fun. We're actually finding some stuff, which is groovy. And besides, I need the nickel. And this is probably... There's probably better places to find nickel. and magnetite. We're going to have that. But I don't know them. I know this is the best place to get nickel, so I'm just going to have a trot around here, try and find it. I might actually cut this out. You know, it just takes me ages. So, there might be a magic of editing. Oh, here we go. 2 pieces. 1, 2. We can absolutely fill up on this stuff. Great. Is that some more nickel there? It is. So in fact, it might not be much editing. I am sure though, I'm sure there's some eggs around here somewhere. And they're well worth getting. I think they're an actual pet. So in the original Subnautica, you can get yourself a little pet. I think you can around here. Might be in a place like this. What's that? Is it down in a place? I think they're down in a little hollow like this, but
Seek fluid intake.
obviously not here. Fluid. It's fine. Got a spare one. I'm just gonna have a look around here, see if you can find them. Might be a diamond around here as well. Clown. Yeah, do you want some? Ah, go. She's full. Let's just see if there's something I can drop. Yeah, I've got some room there now, haven't I? Don't attack while I'm outside my prawn suit. So we'll just transfer those across. Prawn. Right. Pick it up. Oh, I did it again. But you see, these guys, you can, once you're in a prawn, you can fight them off. Just got to remember every so often to obviously repair. Well, they're not as bad as the Leviathans are. You can generally give them a bit of a kick in. And after you've punched them on the nose a couple of times, they have been known to stay out of your way. That was where we came out of. I might be mistaken about these eggs. I'm just gonna check again. In fact, it might be why that guy's so nasty. Might actually be a mommy. The eggs might be... There they are. See them? Pick that guy up. Woohoo! Right, now we can get the hell out. Generally all we've got to do is go up. Up we go. I think we've got enough nickel now. We must have about 9 or 10 nickel. Just gotta make our way out of here. This is the way we came down. So we found something out for Alan. We found where Marguerite hangs out. found a shitload of nickel ore, like that. And kyanite. You should be able to build stuff. This way. Go. Keep going up. And we found an ultra high capacity tank and a few other things that we can build. Which is awesome. Spinefish. Have I scanned Mr. Spinefish? I have. Is there anything I can drop? No. I'll drop the table coral. Pick him up. Not sure I have a spinefish for my collection. What are we on? Just over an hour. We're doing okay. Doing okay. Quite a bit done in this episode, I think. We've just got to find our way up. Is a bit of a warren down here. If I recall correctly, you can get out pretty easily, it says. Just got to keep your eye on the roof. Somewhere around here it's sort of caved in, and you can get out. Spinnerfish. Got one of them. I cannot recall. Oh, it's this game. That's why it's so addictive. Where's it gone? Ah! That's one of them spiky traps. Get in here now. That bugger over there. It's Mr. Spinnerfish. Prawn. I might be able to pick him up with this. Nope, the inventory's full. What's the way out? It's not that way. So perhaps it's further along through here. Ah, this looks like it's opened out a bit. No, there's another one of those. I seem to be coming back on myself. Trouble getting out. Last time, this is it. This is where we get out. Up we go. And I've run out of juice. Try again. Stop here. Couple of reasons. First of all, I think I need to heal myself. Put one of those in there. Let's just repair the prawn suit, and then we will repair ourselves. Excellent. Back in. Oop. Open storage, enter prawn. I'm going up. Round is that lab. I want to find the lab because it's got some interesting stuff in it. I'm sure it's around here. Just get most of the way up. Is it this? This might be it, actually. It's like a little cave to get in it. Is this the cave? It isn't. Bah. Go up. It's very easy to get disorientated. Actually, it might be down here. What is it? It's like huge. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do. Go over and I think we can scan these pod things. These lily pads up here. You can actually build on them, apparently. I've never done it, but apparently you can. You can scan that. No.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Right. So it's on one of these, sort of in one of these floating islands. I'm just gonna hop around. See if we can find the one that it is. It's actually on. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I think it's got like a flat top to it. There's a big hole down the centre. I'm sure this one's it. This one with all these like you know, things coming out. That's it. Here we are. It is this one. And definitely. Ooh, I'm struggling for stuff now. Hang on. Struggling for stuff. Put that in there because I can drink it. I'm also. And let's drink it. Antennae fruit. We definitely want one of these. Scan it. And we're going to eat a few as well. Ah, they must. Right. Pop 2 of those in there. I think I can pick it up if. Yes. Yeah, 2. We can plant those as well. We've eaten it. So that's giving us some food. There's some more down here, I think. Just go through. There it is below us. Right, so this is Omega Lab. Woo! So we'll just investigate Omega Lab. Right. Now I've had a couple of them. I'll keep one to actually grow. And this time I'll make a bit more room by letting another beacon go. Da-da-dee. Closer. And let's go exploring, baby. Woo! Big fam. Got another one of those. Got a load of PDAs and stuff, haven't we, as well? It's a bit dark. Composite plant pot. I've got Vin's bed here, which is odd, because I think it's the only bed of anybody in the game that you can't scan. I don't know why you can't scan it, but you can't. Danielle Valente. I think this was Sam's love interest, was it not? Yep, Danielle's bed we can scan, not Vin's. I don't know why. A therapy lamp. Cool. Can't pick up that picture. Probably should. All things considered. Is there anything I want to drop though? I'll get rid of this uranite. We don't really need it. I can always pick it up. Oh, when they were together. If I do need it, I can always come back. I know where I've dropped it. And right, what's the way out? This is the way out. Right, so we've checked both of those. That is somewhere other. Let's get some more
Warning.
oxygen.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Well. Come on, chair. PDA. Nuclear reactor. So I dropped the uranite right next to where the nuclear reactor is. So that should be easy to remember. Nuclear waste disposal. Don't think there's anything else in here. A few dead batteries and stuff there, other than that. You probably won't be able to see much in this, I don't know why. Don't think it was this dark last time I came. Game encounter. PDA. Ooze. Oh, I've already done that. Another aromatherapy lamp. Water filtration system, but we've already got it. Some sort of like central display thing for plants. Now, it'd be really cool if we could scan this and make one of them, but obviously we can't. Right, I think that's it for in here. Oh, these used to have these fabricators to make health kits. And you don't have them in this game. You had them in the first game, but you don't have them in this game.
30 seconds of
Which is a
oxygen
shame,
remaining.
because, buddy, it's better than pissing about making them yourself. You gotta make them out of fibre yourself, and it's a right pain. Okay. So I think we've got everything. I've got one of those antennae fruits. Pick some other bits and bobs up. Let's get back to the ranch. So, excellent episode. What are we on, about an hour and a quarter? Got lots done. There we are. Just head off this way. Over the floating islands. Whee! Yeah, Allen body part, loads of kyanite, loads of nickel. quite a bit of magnetite, a lot of biological samples, and there's a lot of found loads of blueprints, ultra high capacity tank, a few things for the prawn suit and what have you that we can make, and there's something else. Oh, loads of you know, diary entries and stuff like that. We won't look at them today because we've already spent enough time, but I'll go through them at the start of the next episode. Here's the Mercury 2. Oh yes, we've got a blueprint for the sort of signal jammer that Marguerite wants us to do, and we need to investigate the Mercury 2 because it's got those parallel processing units. That was a crash fish, I think. Got parallel processing units. We'll pick the one up from actually in this part of the wreck, but that's the stern part of the wreck. It's the bow part and the central part of the wreck, and if we go and have a nosy around there, we should find the other two bits. But we'll do that in another episode. And I think next episode what we'll do is we're going to try and find the Phi robotics base. That's where Sam worked before she started poking her nose in too much, and they stuck her out on Camp Zero. So we'll find out where she originally worked before she pissed Altera off. Not too far from Nova Base now. So I hope you've enjoyed that episode. I'm pleasantly surprised I didn't die. It's really nasty down in those crystal caves. That bloody that Leviathan down there is it's a bit of a hard ass. Right, I'm gonna need. I can't plant that straight away, can I? No, I'm gonna have to put another one of these in, and I don't think I've got enough titanium. Let's see. Might have enough titanium. Might not. Whoop. Exterior modules we want. Just like that. Oh, it is ×2. Awesome. Right, and in you go, son. Why is it not going in? I thought he just planted the fruit. Hang on. Oh, I've probably got to get seeds off it, haven't I? Curse it. I'm going to have to go back. I'll go back when, off camera, you know where I got it from. I'll just go back off camera and get it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's go in. Forgot it's probably all seeds. Oh, there is the other thing though. One thing that I can plant, because I did get seeds, is that and that. So I can plant those. Woo! Need those for hydrochloric acid. So let's walk across here. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Awesome. Let's pick up a bit of stuff. Right. Oh, what do you want?
That laboratory appeared to have been sabotaged intentionally. Do you know what it would have been used for?
Look like maybe bacteriology. That's what the equipment was for anyway. Before
Sorry, just while I get rid of these. Sorry to disturb you all.
a fire tornado ran through it, or something.
Do you think your sister had something to do with the destruction?
I don't know why she would, but the more I see on this planet, the less I know what to think. Who would want to destroy it?
Diet finished. Right, creature egg. These two bods. Oh, we did have a spine fish and a spinner fish. So I'm going to take the spine fish out and let it go because I'm a big-eyed guy. And the flowering spores. Yes, we need a ribbon plant, but we can make benzene with the ribbon plant. And so we'll keep those somewhere. So what do we put in here? I'll just put the spores in there, I think. My project's electrical. Put that. In fact, I'll put that straight into the sea glide, into the sea truck. Magnetite, I do have a magnetite thing. There we go. So that's great getting that much magnetite. Like I say, it used to be really difficult to find. It seems to be a bit more available now. Diamond. Always useful. I think I've got kyanite somewhere as well. Kyanite. That will be extremely useful as well. And over here. I'll just put all this stuff away. And is the what's it panel here? Put the perimeter defense system straight in. Why not? Out we go. What else? What else? What else? Oh yes, let's get some stuff out. Oh, the creature egg. Nice. Could do with feeding myself up as well. Should be some water available now. Yep. Oh yes, there's another reason to go to Phi Robotics Lab as well. We'll be able to use this planter. There's a very useful plant out there. Let's put some of this stuff away. Nickel. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not bad. Not bad at all. Fill up on rubies. Loads of kyanite now. That should be enough kyanite actually. Hopefully won't need any more organics. Put you in there. Couple more of these guys. Put in here. Done that. Let the spine fish go before I forget. Free. Oh, he ate it. Sorry, Mr. Spinefish. I meant to drop you. Oh dear. That's a bit of a shame. Never mind. Let's see. go up here. So, don't know, I might have changed this about since you were in. Plenty of root pustules in here. Just went and got loads of them at some point. Put Arctic peepers in. There you go, more. And this is why you don't really need a nuclear reactor. This will sort of fill out as well eventually. And up here, I've put like this is the control rooms up here, and over here is the scanner room. And what I might do at some point is just like Marguerite's base, we might put a big glass top on this. Well, that's it, pretty funky, and we'll trick out all these places like we did on our previous base. Obviously it's like dark at the moment, so not much of a view. And yes, so looking pretty good. Let's go down. We spend most of our time down here anyway, don't we? So let's just see, just quickly before we go, what ultra high capacity tank. We need 4 lithium. And the high capacity tank, 4 lithium. So we'll make this now 1, 2, 3, 4. Before what I forget. So we were on 135, weren't we? What it's gone up to now, 160. So 135 to 160. That's as much oxygen as we can carry now. So that's just going to be fab. Everything else seems great. Let's just check. So we can make a reactor rob now. We can make benzene. And that parallel processing unit, we'd found one, we need to find 2 more. As soon as we've found that and know how to make one, we'll be able to make a test override module. Then we can go back to Marguerite and make friends. Well, after a fashion. Spy Pengling, we can make one of those. See more about those when we actually find Phi Robotics base. Snow Fox. So we got one of those ingredients from Marguerite's base. Again, Phi Robotics Lab. We should be able to get the blueprint for that. The reactor thing we found, the perimeter defense upgrade thing we found, well, stole. Torpedo arm, that was down in that crystalline caves. There are plenty more down there. I just didn't want to hang around. When we do have to go down there properly, and we've got more of a depth upgrade on our prawn suit, then we'll pick them up then. What else we got? These. See, we've got the kyanite and nickel ore for that now, for the prawn suit Mark II. We've got the nickel ore and the kyanite for the sea truck Mark III, so we can make that. Large glass dome, we got that from Marguerite's joint. I think we can make the thermal plant now, and power transmitters. So with a thermal plant and a bioreactor, we don't really need the nuclear reactor. Composite plant pot we found, of all things. Danielle's bed, the command chair, the nuclear waste disposal, the counter, the robot. Oh yes, the architect's skeleton. So we can make that by polyaniline. We can make that with hydrochloric acid and benzene, I think. Diamond plasteel ingot. So we could actually make that. We won't straight away. We don't need to make it yet. Pilot, last known position. We turn that off. Ooh. We turn both of those off. Even though that's still showing as a plus. we found out where she was. We turn that off. We found the body cache, so we can turn that off. I don't think we need to go down there again. And if we do, I can just turn it back on. Right, cool. Voice logs. Well, you've heard all that Alan and Marguerite had to say during the episode. Data bank, we were having a look at the map. Yeah, Fire Robotics Lab is over here. So up the north was the Zero Lab. We've been there. We've been to Delta Base. We've been to the copper mining facility, and we've now found Omega Lab. The only place we haven't been is over here on, what is that? The western side, which is 5 Robotics Lab. We'll find that next time. Marguerite.
That far out to sea, swimming back for land wasn't an option. I'd die from exhaustion long before I made it to shore. All I could do was survive long enough to wash up somewhere. I felt a suction, and suddenly there were vast jaws rising out of the water towards me. It had taken hours for the Reaper's corpse to float to the surface. Using the knife, I clambered up her flank and got a perch on top. I figured she'd float for a few days at least, enough for me to catch my breath. But would she sink before or after I died of thirst? I had a knife, a repair tool, and 3 liters of water. At least I wasn't going to die of exhaustion. Now, those Reapers, they're practically all muscle, but there's some fat in there. I was able to keep warm and drink the water. And I didn't have much, but I had that repair tool, so I had a spark. It took a week to light that first fire. And I know more about the burning properties of Reaper fat than I ever cared to. I had to ration fires, but as they burned, I could smoke meat that I carved out of the beast's rib cage.
So, good old. That's how she survived after the other 2 snuffed it. There's a glow whale. We had a look at those. So those are the glow whales. Funky. Just going through these, and then there's the flowering spore. Caught an enemy, that makes hydrochloric acid. That ornamental plant that we can't grow. Damn you! Should be able to grow all the plants. Adolescent lily pads, you can't grow them either. Antenna plants you can grow, but I thought you planted the fruit. You don't plant the fruit. I must have to go and slash them up for seeds. Grand cotton anemones, green turnians, jade membranes, the lily pad root, the loot plant. So I think that's pretty much most of it. Oh, spy pengling that Sam was working on. We'll build one of those, you'll see how they work. Water filtration suit. Then you don't need loads of water then, but I like the reinforced suit that we've already got, so I won't be changing it. We've got the water filtration system, so we've got loads and loads of water. Vehicles, Snow Fox. We'll build one of those eventually. Use those over at Phi Robotics Lab. As do a bit of exploring around there eventually. Right. Alexis Rydell. Oh, she was like sort of the investigator who was investigating Sam's death. Daniel Valenti was love interest, but they fell out. And Vin, bit of a star. Obviously had a bit of a manky bed.
I challenged your spy pengling to a foot race earlier.
Because you got tired of losing to me?
Ouch. What if I've been letting you win so I could see you smile?
Steady
Cute.
on.
But I don't believe it. There are easier ways to make someone smile.
Easier than losing a foot race?
Oh, I think you're a woman with many talents.
What are you implying?
The artwork that appeared in my lab the other day?
Oh, that. A study in Parhelion Red.
I assume you had something to do with that.
That depends. Do you like it?
It's beautiful. Like the person who gave it to me.
If I didn't know better, I'd
Wait.
say you were flirting with me.
Do you know better?
I don't know what I know anymore. Not when you're looking at me like that.
Steady on.
Investigation notes. Omega Lab was first breached by heavy impact, perhaps from a sea track modified with some sort of battering implement. A localized explosive charge was then released and detonated from a distance. Lab equipment was damaged to the point of inoperability, and all live specimens were destroyed. No personnel was injured.
Yeah, but it destroyed all the
Samples
specimens.
have been collected for analysis to determine whether any bacteria escaped. It is, however, unlikely. The heat of the charge should have boiled everything within a 10-meter radius.
Yeah, go Sam and Marguerite. Not messing around with any of that crap.
We've studied the first Kharaa bacteria samples from the specimen. Results are promising. We were able to stimulate rapid multiplication of cells in a controlled environment, resulting in the creation of several different mutations with potentially useful applications.
What are you doing, you crazy
Think
cow?
of the possibilities. Life-saving treatments, genetic research. It could be a window to understand the evolution of life on this planet. The findings could move us forward by years. We recommend a wider study, using samples collected from a greater variety of sites around the original pustules. We trust you will provide the necessary security to do so. The Leviathan site must be protected.
Oh, you fancied the wrong bird there.
Danny's not here, I'm afraid.
That's okay. It's you I wanted to see. What's that you're working on?
Just a sketch for a piece I want to make. I'm slacking off. Don't tell the boss lady.
I won't. It's beautiful. What is it?
I'm doing a series inspired by bacteria. Mutant beauty. Life, death, risk. You know, that kind of thing.
What's this one? It looks like Kharaa, but... Vin, is this a mutation?
It's just an art project.
You know you're doing that thing with your neck, like when you're trying to bluff an alien intruder.
Alright, fine. Fine. I'm bad at lying.
Are you mutating Kharaa bacterium from the frozen Leviathan? Here? In this lab?
Please, don't ask me any more questions.
I don't think I need to.
No. At least wish you were here thing. Right, so I think that's everything. After saying I wasn't going to do that, I've done it. So what the hell? What are we? Nearly an hour and 45, an hour 40 minutes, something like that. But, as I said, we've got plenty done. We're back here now. And we'll call it a day for episode... Is it episode 7? It might be, you know. Might be episode 7. It might not. I don't know. Can't remember. But whatever. I'll probably make some of these depth modules and stuff. You don't have to see that. And if I make a thermal plant or whatever in the interim, you've seen me make one of those before. So I might make some of those. And then we'll head across to Phi Robotics plant next. Woo! If you can still remember where it is. But we do have the map. So that's it from me. And I'll see you next time. Until then, this is me, Cat Weasel, saying toodaloo.